convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Like 52. Easy. Pick up the ball.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, be ready.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Slam, Snicker. Check 17.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. But that time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Troy Pride. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the ball. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Taken down.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jack 16.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mike
50.
It's 50. He's telling me.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammate.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down at the 10. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Steps away to his left. And able to find Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Everyone's got 4 down. Check 26, check 26. Middle. 50's the mark. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
23-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Dunlap on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the Bengals.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. These 2.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, one touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. Mark him down at the 39.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Green brings it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those in a hurry.
The first down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there.
Bell, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Jordan Evans on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No spacing.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 2.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now it's 2nd down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field.
28-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
A very long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Bengals.
Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted.
We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes You could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Bell. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down by...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Le'Veon Bell. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
These 2. Jack 16.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 31. Bengals no.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync. And, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
At the Bengals 40.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Hey, watch the screen. Let's go.
The give is to Bell. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Safety screaming. Show that press release and go. Middle. Safety, man, safety. On the
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
No spacing.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the catch made by Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These two.
Now Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Snickers. Snickers.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
On 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
the extra point is.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Edmonds on the
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Scott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Quarter. Mike's 50. Hey, D-line.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up
on 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.